kind of introvert. I'm kind of an introverted person in real life, and so dealing with shy people like that just makes me feel really bad because I have no idea, because you know they don't know what to do. I also don't know what to do. Anyway, so this is just another path here. This is the path to the Shwonk Fortress, and there's also some enemies to fight. So let's go ahead and take them on. And it looks like we have a new enemy here. This enemy is a Koopa Troopa. Koopa Troopas they are back from the first game. In this game, however, they are more aggressive. They have 4 HP. They have a defense power of 1. Yeah, this is our first enemy that actually has a defense point, which means that you will do less damage, a little, depending on how much defense it has, which in this case it has 1 defense point. That means you're going to do 1 less damage to him. It also has an attack power of 2, which means they buff Koopa Troopas up in this game. So they are a little bit stronger, but they're still not the hardest to defeat. Of course, when you jump on them, they will tumble over like that, making them vulnerable for a turn. Well, for every time you jump on them, that's 1 extra turn that they're vulnerable. So, as long as you're jumping on them, Koopa Troopas should not be that hard to defeat. Okay, and once you have 100 star points, we now have a level. We now level up. So we now leveled up to level 2, and just like in the first game, the bonus system is back. So now you get to upgrade whatever stat that you want to upgrade it whenever you level up. So you can upgrade your HP, your FP, or your badge points. What I did in the first game was upgrade in an order of FP, badge points, and HP, and and every odd number of levels I upgrade my badge points, and then after badge points I alternate between FP and FP. I'm gonna be doing it a little bit differently in this time around. I don't really have a set order of how I'm gonna go about with it, but the reason I'm setting my level ups, my stats in differently is specifically for the hardest part of the game, which we won't get to until much later on. So for now, I'm gonna start off by upgrading my FP first, so I can use some stronger attacks early on in the game. So there we go. So now we have 10 FP points. So that now we can use more of our stronger moves. So I can use Power Smash more times if I wanted to, which is cool. Also, when you level up, all of your stats get healed up. Also, as long as you're holding a button, then you will always, and then you can end the battle quicker, like that. You leave the battle screen quicker if you hold a button during the star points results screen, I guess you could call it. You know, I don't need the horsetail because the horsetail only heals 3 HP, so it's a really bad item. Not worth it in my opinion. Now there is a cap limit as to how many star points you do get from enemies. It all depends on how many levels you gain or you get. So after like a certain point, hold on. I guess I can get rid of a mushroom because I don't need that many mushrooms, since I don't really use healing items that much. In fact, pretty soon, like very soon, mushrooms aren't going to be useful anymore because they only heal 5 HP, which is not a lot. But anyway, when you reach a certain level, then enemies become not worth fighting. And by that I mean when you battle them, you get 0 star points from them. So even though you have 100 star points, even though you need 100 star points every time in order to get a level up, you can't just farm off of weaker enemies just to get 100 star points very easily. It's just how it's pretty typical from. It's kind of like how in most RPG games where the more levels you gain, where the higher the level, the more XP that you need in order to level up. It's the same concept with this game. The more you level up, the less star points you're going to get at the end of the game. So, looks like we're trapped here. We can't progress onward past this door because it's locked. What the heck are these? Alright then. Time to battle these things. Okay, so these things right here. These are bald clefs. These are new enemies introduced into this game. Bald clefs have 2 HP with an attack power of 1. And they have a defense power of 2. And they have the move charge, so they can charge, so they can charge at you. So I could use power smash, which means my hammer and my jump aren't going to do any damage. Now, I could use power smash, which is a stronger move than my regular hammer, and it does 4 damage normally. But if I use my power smash, it'll do 2 damage. However, I'm not going to do that. Instead, there's a reason why the game actually gives you POW blocks. So it's nice that the game gives you items for reasons. So I'm going to use a POW block right now and just defeat them like this. And there we go. So nothing too difficult there. Okay, so let's go. So let's head on through. The POW block that I did buy is actually a safety in case I happen to need it for something else. So what just happened there is if you pay attention to battles and you're seeing the little cards, and it has like a mushroom, a flower, a star, or a poison mushroom. When 3 of those appear and they match up, then you play like a slot machine, and if you can match whatever it shows, then that's how much. Then that's how much it's gonna. Then it's gonna replenish all of whatever it shows. So, for instance, there you saw me match flowers on the on those slots, and that meant that, and I successfully matched it, so it fully healed all my FP, which is useless because I already had full FP to begin with. If it's 3 mushrooms, you get full HP. If it's 3 stars, it's full star points. Poison mushroom, however, is something you don't want, because what's going to happen is you lose half of your HP and half your FP, and half your star points, which is bad, obviously. And then there's shine sprites. You can get 3 shine sprites, which is really hard, by the way, and it fully recovers everything. So you gotta be really lucky for that, unfortunately, because shine sprites are a rare thing to have appear in battle. Alright, so same concept right here. We are locked here. We can't progress onwards. This door will open. So we just gotta go ahead and figure out what the heck these things are. These enemies are also new to the 1,000-year door. There's a lot of new enemies to this game that we never got to see in the first game. Alright, so these are Bristles. Bristles have 2 HP, an attack power of 1, and they have a ridiculous amount of defense point early on, which is 4. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Which means even Power Smash isn't going to take these guys out. Now these things have spikes everywhere, which means you can't jump on them, and you cannot hammer them either. If you actually try to hammer them, then you will get hurt. The side spikes will just poke you out, and you just won't hammer, and it kind of sucks. Which means it's kind of hard to do any sort of physical damage to these guys. And so this is the point where a POW block is actually required in order to get past this part. So I'm going to be using a POW block right now and take care of these guys. And there we go. Wow, that's some good RNG right there. But there we go. And then the door opens. So let's continue onwards. Alright, and then now the final part here. Always check these bushes and trees, because you never know what you're going to get out of these things. Sometimes you get some pretty useful stuff out of them as well. So, very, very worth it. Head over here and you get yourself a fire flower. And over here is a new item here. Is an inn coupon. It lets you stay at an inn for free. But I don't need it. If I have to pay to stay at an inn to heal up all my stuff, then I will do it. I will accept it. It's not that big of a deal in this game. Enemies can also have items as well, and when an enemy has an item, it has a chance of using that item, and depending on the item, that can be very devastating. So if you see an enemy that has an item, you want to take it out as soon as possible. Enemies can also have badges as well, and whatever badge they have, they're gonna use that effect of that badge, which means an enemy can have something like Happy Flower. Or no, Happy Heart, and it can refill HP for every once in a while or every turn. So you want to be careful. So you want to take out any enemy that has either a badge or an item whenever possible, because chances are those enemies can be very devastating. Anyway, I'm gonna save here because I don't know. Shwonk Fortress is a very hard place. I don't like this place. First contestants you've seen in a while. Oh, wait, what? Contestants? What do you mean contestants? You've come all the way here to Shwonk Fortress. You must want stone keys. And if that's the case, then you must compete against me. You win. I'll let you through to where the stone keys rests. However, if you lose, you'll suffer a terrible fate. And by terrible, I mean awful. I mean, I don't know. I mean, terrible sounds exactly what it sounds, I think. Alright, I'll take you on. Here we go. Alright, we're in for it. Oh man, the puzzle pieces fall down. And, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 65th Superfan Quirk Quiz! Perk up those ears. If you correctly answer 5 of the following questions, you win. But get 3 of them wrong, and you'll suffer a cruel and unusual punishment. Alright, here we go. Question 1. What's hidden in this palace? Stone keys! Yes, I am really sure that is the right answer. Alright. Question was too easy? I don't know. I don't know how anyone like me is supposed to figure that out. Well, actually, no. The mayor actually told us that. Alright. I guess I would have known. Alright, question 2. What do 1 Mr. Softener and 1 Fire Flower cost at the shop in Petalburg? Total. Oh man, I wish I paid attention to the shop in Petalburg. But I'm gonna say that is 16 coins. Yes, I got it right. Alright. Alright, it gets much harder. Okay, here we go. Question 3. What is the name of the mayor of Petalburg? I like these names. Couscous, Bertle, Lupa. Man, I want to meet these people with these names. Bertle sounds really hilarious. And so is Couscous. Like, what kind of name is Couscous? Okay, that is question 3. Oh, it's too easy? Oh my god. You say all these questions are too easy. Man, give me some harder questions here. Alright, question 4. Here we go. Tell me now, where is the Crystal Star? Oh man. There was... I mean, there's definitely one in Rogueport, that's for sure. What is Mushville? Okay, Mushville is definitely wrong. Petalburg? That could be a guess. Hooktail's Castle. Yes! Alright. Tell me you didn't get the 4th answer right. Alright, here we go. 5th question's impossible. Oh man, I will never get this right, I swear. How can one get from Pale Meadows to Rogueport? Boat across the sea by air through a pipe, race in a cart. I don't know, race in a cart does sound legit. Yeah, there we go. All 5 correct. And it looks like I'm the winner. I can't believe I lost. Stupid rules. I don't know. You're the one who made up the rules. I guess it is pretty. I guess it is patrons who follow your own rules. But anyway, pipe appears. There we go. Which of the creatures have hands? Goombas certainly have hands. So do Clefs. Fuzzies have no arms and legs, so that's definitely out of the go. I'll say Koopa Troopas. Yeah, there we go. Alright, and this is the last question right here. The very last one. Alright, here we go. What question number is this? This is question 7. But I'm going to say super question 64. Oh my god, it hurts. Oh man, I can't believe it. Man, I can't get this right. I can't win this game 2 times consecutively. It's too difficult, guys. I can't believe this. It's time for the pain game. Oh man, here we go. Oh, looks like we can't. Oh, we can't possibly beat these guys. I mean, look at these guys. They have spikes. You can't win against enemies that have spikes. Oh, one of them has an item. Oh my gosh. Okay, so these guys are Clefs. They have 2 HP. Well, let me tattle them first, so I can get them my tattle log first. Okay, so Clefs have 2 HP. They have an attack power of 2, and they have a defense power of 2. And they have the move Clef Charge, which is exactly like Charge from the Bald Clefs. So, I mean, you could Power Smash all of them individually, but one of them has an item, so I don't want to risk that, so here we go. Bam! Well, what do you guys think? That was hard, right? I'm telling you, that's a really difficult fight. How did you defeat my cute little Clefs? Oh, fine, whatever, you can pass, but I despise you. Dang. I mean, I beat them fair and square, I hope, right? Would you guys consider that fair and square? Well, regardless, let's go inside.